What's up, LeggLife viewers? We're continuing our 2016 Disney Challenge, and today we are watching
Peter Pan.
Peter Pan. And Sherry, what do you have on top of your head?
My Tinkerbell ears that I made. She flies.
Look at that, she flies. Peter Pan, obviously a classic story. Walt Disney adapted this from the J.M. Barrie novel of Peter Pan. You know, Walt actually was not a huge fan of the way this movie came out. He felt like Peter was unlikable, like Peter was kind of a snot. Yeah, he kind of is. But fans of J.M. Barrie's work says that that's exactly how it was supposed to be. That Peter was supposed to be this like sociopath. That he wasn't supposed to be this likable young boy. So they actually like how he came out in this movie. I think one of the most interesting facts about this movie, this actually was the last movie that Walt Disney's 9 old men all were animators on. You know, these are the guys who Walt originally hired, the 9 original animators for Disney. They worked on all of the early Disney movies, and this was the last one that they all worked on. So in a lot of ways, this was kind of the end of an era for the early Disney movies. Here's Peter Pan.
Here we go.
So Peter Pan was also the last Disney movie to be distributed by RKO Radio Pictures. If you notice, all of the early Disney movies were distributed by RKO. From this point on, they would be distributed by Buena Vista, which was Disney's own company. So this also marked a huge turning point for Disney Studios distribution. So this is the first time we are seeing Peter Pan. Something that I actually didn't know is that Walt Disney played Peter in a school production when he was younger. So he had lots of exposure to this story before he turned it into a movie.
So fun fact about the voice of Wendy. She is voiced by Catherine Beaumont, who also voiced Alice from Alice in Wonderland.
In most adaptations of Peter Pan, Captain Hook actually dies in the story. But Walt Disney decided not to have that happen. And he didn't make that decision because it's a children's movie, animated movie. He actually thought that people would be so kind of enraptured by their creation of Captain Hook that they wouldn't want him to die. And it turned out that Walt was exactly right. Captain Hook, still to this day, is one of the most popular Disney villains. I think Walt knew what he was talking about. And that is the end of Peter Pan. One final thing that I actually didn't know, this was going to be Disney's second movie. It's supposed to come out right after Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, but he had trouble getting the rights to the movie. And once he got the rights, 4 years later, then the war had started. So it kind of kept pushing this movie back and back, but it was originally going to be the second Disney movie released. Peter Pan, great movie, classic movie. Sherry, what'd you think?
I love it.
I love it too. After Hook, it is my favorite adaptation of this story.